Winbag Farm of Ontario is home to outstanding sires, including three-time millionaire pacer tattoo artist who is new in 2025, the last great son of the legendary Sub Beach Somewhere and multiple stakes champion Beachglass, Meadowlands Pace and Ontario Sire Stakes champion Lawless Shadow, and the richest pacing stallion in all of harness racing history, the great Hall of Famer McWicked. Also standing at Winbag Farm, Archangel, Better Than Cheddar, Betting Line, My MVP, and Trixton. For more information, visit winbagfarm.com.
I'm Jaimi MacDonald, and today on Harness Racing Update, we're at Dorchester Downs. We're catching up with John Pentland and his 2025 Twos in Training hopefuls. Welcome to Twos in Training, and today we have John Pentland joining us. Thanks for joining us here on this kind of chilly morning.
Nice to have you guys here.
Let's kind of get into what's going on, who's coming back this season or kind of starting to already race back just from your racehorses.
Yeah, well, I guess our two that I'm kind of looking forward to, Sorsha Sealster, and she's already made a little bit of noise. You know, she won the Graduate, and that was exciting. And then Perfectly Chic is really our best chance at a top horse. She'll have to face Chantilly all year, but, you know, bridesmaid, hopefully.
Hey, and coming to second, you know, to that horse is not a bad thing.
It's not. I mean, you know,
it's too bad, yeah.
Yeah, we were third the other night. Millie Mae Hanover looks like she's really stepped up. But, I mean, I think we're competitive with anybody in there, maybe outside of Nick's filly, of course.
It's definitely an exciting season to come, and some more excitement, kind of these 2-year-olds on the track here today. But before we get into the ones that we watched, how about kind of rewinding, and what are you looking for at yearlings when you're purchasing them? Well,
I've always been a guy who kind of buys modest price yearlings, you know, anywhere, you know, 15 to 40 kind of a thing. So you know, sometimes I give a little away on the mother side. I try not to, but you know, I'm stuck on like stallions that I want. But so, you know, I want a correct individual, and I buy a little more size than I used to. I used to buy a lot of small horses, and I had luck, but they didn't carry over into 3-year-old seasons as well, or to aged horses. So I've you know, I've kind of changed where I demand a little more size in them.
Yeah, and it totally depends on how you want to set up and manage your stable. If you want to have, you know, those 2- and 3-year-old stake horses and then roll them through to somebody else after, or keep them for a while.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of it. Like, I'm not interested in having, you know, 4- and 5-year-olds that, you know, at least aren't going to do in Toronto, but I certainly, you know, I want them on a higher level in Toronto if I'm going to keep them over. And there's a good market for you know, kind of mediocre 3-year-olds coming for to get rid of them. So, yeah, I like to concentrate on the 2- and 3-year-olds.
And how, just as a group in general, are you happy with them?
I am. There's a couple that I've had to quit with. A couple of homebreds, one out of Laura's Love and one out of Powerful Chris, that I was certainly looking forward to racing this year, but both of them gave me a reason to turn them out, but both of them gave me a reason to hold them over and bring them back as 3-year-olds too.
And we do have some first crop Ontario sires here that you have in your barn. Of course, Cattlewash and Bulldog Hanover. Just kind of what drew you to those sires?
Well, I mean, Cattlewash, you know, he was dominant in Jersey, and I know everybody says, you know, anybody can be dominant in Jersey, but, you know, he did beat up on them, and he's got a license to be a good stallion, and so we bought a couple, and unfortunately one had an issue and had to be put down. But we have a filly that I really like, Talbot, Kristen, and she looks like is maybe the best filly we have, Cattlewash filly, and you know, so she's well bred. She was raised well, you know, by Karen Carroll, and you know, I think she's got a license to be something.
Now let's get into your 2-year-olds here out on the track. The first one we're going to start with is McBubbles.
McBubbles, I love the name. And Jeff Fout trained her down to about, I think, 25 and then sent her up. He wanted to make sure the tariffs thing wasn't going to be an issue. And so he got her up to me then. And she's a nice filly, like good gaited. And I know a lot of the McWickeds take a while to get gaited, but she came up, she was slick gaited right off the bat. So I kind of have some hopes for her.
Next up, we have Redland Rocket Man.
This guy might be my favorite. Big, strong Bulldog Hanover colt. I got him in Harrisburg and, well-bred. I think he's Vintage Masters family, Bulldog Hanover. He looks the part. He's a big, strong, good-looking guy.
Another Bulldog Hanover here, you have Wholetthedogsout.
Yeah, he's owned by VMB Stable. He's a homebred. I've got a brother to him that's racing okay, a 3-year-old. But this guy here, I mean, he won't let a horse go by him. And he's a sharp, slick-gaited guy. And these owners, if anybody, they deserve a good horse. And I think they've got one this year.
And how about your Stay Hungry Jan's fella Hanover?
Well, he means a lot to me because I had Jan's luck, and she was a very good horse. She was a little overshadowed by Luck of Michelle that year, but she was a very, very good filly. And so this, I think, is the last foal by that mare, and he's going really good. Big, strong, good-looking colt. Any
kind of similarities you see between the two?
Yeah, I mean, like... he's a lot bigger and thicker. He's a brother to Jolsey Hanover, who I let go a little too early. He's kind of dominant now in Ohio, but both slick-gaited and both want to go ahead.
And next up, we have Speaktothebaran.
An Artspeak colt. Dan Sargent owns it. He sent me a couple this year. Good gaited right off the bat, and it's been willing the whole time. Nice gaited colt.
And how about your Always Be Miki filly, Hilarys Hitlist?
This one I really like. I went out to Jessie Bloor's. I looked at her. She was small, and that was before London. And I went out again to look at his horses again before Harrisburg, and boy, had she ever grown. And so I told Jessie that I'd be interested, and he said, well, John, if you get her, count me in. So it was a no-brainer. I mean, she's just a really good filly and a really well-bred filly.
And, of course, this one you mentioned off the top a little bit, but how about your Cattlewash filly, Talbot Kristen?
Good filly, yeah. I mean, she just does everything right. Keeps her head on her shoulders, slick gait. It reminds me a lot of Cheesy Smile. Okay. Like, same kind of gait and kind of annoying.
And next up, we had Redland Saphire.
Another Bulldog filly that I got in Harrisburg. I was bound and determined to get one or two there, and I did. She's fast. She got a brother out east that's just a killer colt, and but she's really fast. She's a little headstrong, but we're working every day to get her settled down.
And next up, we have Shadow Play filly Amazing Addy.
Another win-back horse. Good gaited little filly. Well, not little. I guess she's a big filly now, but she goes along good, and she plays with anybody that we have in the group.
And last on our list here is your Archangel Blaze of Gloria.
I bought two kind of inexpensive trotting fillies in Harrisburg. I think I bought one for $15 and one for $12. This one's worth about $27,000, and the other one's gone. So I'll count myself lucky that I kept this one. But she's really slick-gaited and well-bred. I don't know if she'll make it this year, but she's probably worth holding over.
Well, thank you for joining us, and all the best luck this season.
Thank you very much.